This is the Morning Swim Show for Wednesday, August 17th, 2011. I'm your host, Jeff Cummings, and in the Finis Monitor today, we have one of the most respected coaches, not only in Great Britain, but in the world. Ben Titley joins us in the Finis Monitor from a Thai restaurant in Loughborough, England. Coach, welcome back to the show. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks, Jeff. Thanks for having me. It's funny you say in a Thai restaurant. I'm now, you said in the Finis Monitor. I'm actually in the shoe cupboard. Look, have a look at this. Like there's some shoes and it's pretty stinky in here, so hopefully this won't take too long.
Well, we're not broadcasting an aromascope, so we won't be able to smell that at all. But this is, I guess, a morning swim show first, an interview from a shoe cupboard. So thanks for taking the time. So you had tell me what your, on a scale of 1 to 10, what was it like for you and your athletes at World Championships?
On a scale to 1 to 10, I'd put it probably on something like an 8.5. I think we had a great meet in terms of, and this is my personal athletes, I had 6 athletes at the championships. We had a great meet in terms of everybody did either textile best times or best times period or best times in the last 18 months. So every one of my athletes did something they were real proud of. It would have been nice if we had a few more medals. We missed, I think, my group of athletes, we missed 3 medals by a combined time of 0.3 of a second. So that in 3 events, combined time of 0.3, that's a fairly frustrating meet compared to what we actually came away with. But the great thing for us is that everybody's in a great place for next year for home Olympics. And they all swam well. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the next 12 months.
Yeah, I know a couple of the athletes that you're talking about that just missed medals. Tancock in the 100 backstroke, Fran Halsall in the 100 free. I believe she tied for 4th. But, I mean, there is something to take away from that. Liam was able to defend his world championship in the 50 backstroke. So, I mean, not all in all, I mean, you definitely, like you said, 8.5 is nothing to be upset about.
Oh, no, listen, Jeff, I mean, I was super pleased with it. For Liam to defend that title in a field that included people like Camille Lecourt, which is, you know, he's one of the hottest people in world swimming right now, was a great achievement for him. And actually for Liam, and I don't know how many people have done this through events, but that's actually the 4th consecutive world championships he's won a medal of whichever description in that 50 backstroke. So 2005, 2007, 2009, and now 2011. That's 4 consecutive years to be, or well, not years, but 4 consecutive championships to be ranked in the top couple in the world. That's good going. And with regards to Fran Halsall, I mean, she really, if I'm being honest, only had 3, 4, 5 months of real training. I mean, to be honest, probably 3 or 4 months of real training because of an ankle operation she had to have in December 2010. So for her to even be in the ballpark and miss, like you say, she missed a medal in the 100 free by, I think it was 0.08 of a second. And in the 50 free, which she's, you know, it's tough for someone who's only 5'6" to compete with girls who are 6 foot, 6'1". But I mean, she was only 11/100ths away from a medal in that and did her best time. So all in all, I think we've got to be pleased with what happened.
Well, let's talk about those two. Obviously, the 50 back's not an Olympic event. So what do you do to get Liam ready to, you know, fight for a position in the medals in the 100?
I think it really is just a matter of time. I mean, Liam has been there or thereabouts in the 100 back as long as I can remember. I mean, in 2005 was kind of his first World Championships, and he medalled in the 50, and he made the semi in the 100. And then 2006 he won Commonwealth Games in the 100 backstroke and placed well at Europeans. In 2007 he actually won a bronze medal, I think, in the 100-meter backstroke at the World Championships. In 2008 at the Olympics in Beijing, he missed a medal by 0.19 or 0.21 of a second in the 100 back and finished 5th or 6th. In 2009, he missed a medal in the 100 back by 8/100ths of a second and came 4th. In 2010, he won Commonwealth Games. He medalled at Europeans in the 100 backstroke. And again, this year he finished, I think it was 5th and missed a medal by 0.2 of a second. So, I mean, we're talking fractions here. I'd like to think that if he gets it right on his day, and he always does, he's a class performer. I've never seen him not perform at a major meet. He's one of the best performers I've certainly ever coached. That he'll be in the mix. That's all we can hope, I think. But you know, if I was allowed to bet money, Jeff, I'd bet money on him getting a medal at the Olympics next year. Why not?
Well, he's going to definitely have the crowd behind him. I mean, that more than anything is going to be a motivation for him, I imagine.
For sure, for sure. So if that can make the difference in all those times he's missed out by less than 1/10 of a second or between 0.08 and 0.21, then, you know, we'll take that. We'll take whatever we can get.
So you mentioned Fran had some setbacks last year. She had ankle surgery, and we know that at the Commonwealth Games she got a little bit of what everybody was calling deli belly. How's her confidence level right now, especially after getting so close to medals at Worlds?
Really, really good. I mean, we even spoke, and this is going back way before the operation, all those things, when she was swimming well in 2009 and 10. We actually spoke about the chance of maybe just saying, well, look, let's not, I'm not saying not focus on 2011, but with all the pressure that comes here with the home Olympics, you know, if someone's a gold medalist the year before, it's slightly different to the States. You know, the States, you have all your big hitting sports like your American football and your baseball, and that kind of takes the pressure off a lot of the swimmers, I guess. But here next year, we've only really got soccer, as you guys would call it. And after that, then, the Olympics is going to be the big deal. So if you're going in ranked #1, you're going to have an awful lot of distractions and everything else. Now, don't get me wrong. I would have preferred Fran Halsall to come away with a couple of medals from World Champs. But for her to come away with textile best times in the 100 free and the 50 free, she didn't get to swim the fly this year. We're fairly stacked in that event right now in Great Britain. But I hope next year she'll be in the 100 fly. I mean, she swam a 57.4 this year, just a month before the World Championships. That without all that added pressure and expectation and demands of time, I guess, through sponsors and that. I mean, my first thought when I saw 4th place twice was probably a swear word. But my second thought was probably, well, hold on, I'm going to, you know, come when we start back training seriously on August the 23rd, I'm actually going to have this girl in my program rather than off doing TV shows or photo shoots or any of those things. And I think she's really excited about that. She's matured so much as an athlete and as a person, and she's a pleasure to work with. So I'm really looking forward to the next 12 months on lots of levels.
As a coach, how do you keep the pressure level down for these swimmers, especially since they're getting ready for an Olympics in their home country?
I think it's just keeping their feet on the ground. I mean, that they're fortunate that they're in a group that has had a fair amount of success over the years. So the other athletes around them are kind of used to that, and they kind of see how someone like a Liam or whoever really sort of bounces off those expectations and really turns them more into an excitement. And I think that's what we have to focus on in Great Britain next year, is to not get carried away with the expectations or the fact that it's a home Olympics or whatever it is. I mean, to quote a guy called Chris Cook, who was an international breaststroker, Commonwealth champion back in the day, he always used to say, Ben, it's just 2 lengths of the baths. And really that's all it'll be, you know, it'll be 2 lengths of the bath, and who can get and who can get from one end to the other and back again in the quickest amount of time. So I think that use the advantages of a home Olympics, like you say, a crowd or just a confidence, and use all those things in a plus way. But other than that, you just say, do you know what? It's 2 lengths of the baths. If I can get from here to there and back again quicker than everybody else, I'll be a happy man or woman.
That's a great philosophy. I really like that. Now, you're one of the few coaches that has gotten into the technological side of swimming. You just released a smartphone app for swimming. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, actually, the owner of the Thai restaurant I'm in now, he's a friend of mine called Hugh. He actually owns a company also that does a lot of website work. So his company does Liam Tancock's website, which is a great website. If you ever get a chance to look at it, Liam is real big on his Twitter and putting lots of content onto that. And he just approached me about doing something with regards to swimming. I mean, the people that you get on this show to get interviewed, it's probably not too much that will help them on a massive level. But for 99.9% of swimmers out there, developing swimmers, I just want to do something that would help them with their swimming. So just using some of the great freestyles that I've coached over the years and currently coach, we've just put together an iPhone app, and it's on the iPad as well. And I think in the next month or so, it'll be on all the Droid phones. Freestyle Swimming by Silver Hatch Sports, and it really just takes you through the stroke of freestyle with regards to technique, pure swimming technique, some progressions of drills, some land work stuff, but with real high quality. I think there's 39 videos in total on the app, and there isn't really anything too much like that out there at the moment. And I certainly think with the quality of athletes that are on there and the various techniques that are shown, it's something I'm real proud of, actually. Real pleased with it.
Are we going to see something regarding backstroke with Liam in the future?
You could well do, yeah. I mean, there's things in the pipeline to maybe do it with other strokes. We'll see how this one works first. But it's a format that, I mean, I'm on an iPhone now. It's not mine. It's someone else's. You know, my phone is just a regular phone. But I know that the world is getting more and more technological. I wish they had something that held up. My arm's getting real tired holding this thing up. But people now are on their iPhones all the time. They're on their iPad 2s all the time. They're downloading videos. They're watching content. And so I think it's a good way to relate with people.
Well, I agree with you. It's not many people are doing it, and it's definitely a great resource, especially because, as you said, everybody's getting on these iPhones.
Yeah, for sure. So check it out. You want to get yourself on there. Freestyle Swimming.
Absolutely. Coach, I understand you're about to take a holiday. Where are you off to?
Well, actually, I had a small break after World Champs. I got invited by the South African Swimming Federation to go down there and do a couple of talks for their coaches. So I went and spent a while down in Johannesburg, and actually ended up going for 4 or 5 nights in a place called Sun City, which I think is kind of their version of your Las Vegas. And went and rode elephants and did all those sorts of things, because I actually recently got married. I got married 4 weeks ago. And I've spent 3 weeks of those away at the World Champs in Japan and Shanghai and then South Africa. So I kind of had to do something to get myself back in the good books. So paying for my new wife to come down to Sun City in Johannesburg and actually go down there and experience South Africa was my way of trying to get back in the good books. So probably as soon as I finish this, I'll go and buy her a Thai meal in the restaurant. Or maybe get one for free. We'll see. Well,
congratulations on the new wedding, and yeah, I'm sure you're back at her good graces now. I'm sure she didn't mind.
We'll see.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for joining us, and all the best to you and your athletes as we get ready for London 2012.
Thank you very much, and thanks again for your time.
All right, that's Ben Titley joining us from a Thai restaurant on his iPhone. Definitely one thing we haven't seen on the Morning Swim Show. I'm Jeff Cummings. Thanks for watching.